And we welcome you into the Sporting News Studios. Tom Vandervoort with longtime NFL defensive coach Alvin Reynolds, just sitting here talking about the New Orleans Saints coach. And there's a lot of talent on that team, a lot to like on that team. But looming over the whole thing is what we've been calling Bounty Gate. Sean Payton out for the year, a couple players on defense, some coaching changes probably slated to happen in the middle of the year. Yep. You know, Joe Vick comes back from his suspension. So what's the mentality of this team this year with all this stuff swirling around them?
It's funny you should ask that, but my take on it is actually a lot of different things were going on with this team, but one thing stayed constant, that's Drew Brees at the controls.
They got him back in the fold, obviously signed him to an extension, and he does have a lot of weapons. So talk about Brees, what his weapons are, and what he does so well back there.
It's a lot like Aaron Rodgers. I think he's one of the elite quarterbacks. Obviously, he set the NFL record last year. Matter of fact, last year against us, Atlanta. He's an excellent quarterback. A lot of people say a cliche coach on the field. He really is. He really is. He actually makes the calls, sets the protections for the offensive line, call the run play, pass play.
And talk about delivering the football. It just seems like quarterbacks in this league are so important now, obviously. There's such a small window to fit that football into.
One of the best quarterbacks ever at delivering the football. One of the most accurate. Obviously, last year set the record, I think 77% completion rate.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Brees in the pocket is excellent. He's like a surgeon. He just operates to every aspect of the game at a high level, okay? When he drops back in the pocket, he does a great job of keeping his eyes downfield and completing the football. Matter of fact, that's one of the things when you play him, when you watch him, if you get him stepping up in the pocket, it's really when you got to worry, because now you can step up and get the ball deep or throw the short pass and check it down.
It seems like some quarterbacks maybe not be as good as getting to their second, third, and fourth option, but some guys, if they are a surgeon-type player, it's like you take away one thing, they're going to find out the thing you weren't able to take away.
And that's what's so great about Drew Brees. Drew Brees can come out right now and have knowledge of what the defense is going to do to him. He can dictate it. And if he sees a certain defense, he has the ability to check. Not a lot of quarterbacks have that ability, and he does.
And obviously you've got Colston and Jimmy Graham as a great tight end. Talk to me about the running backs, Pierre Thomas. You've got Mark Ingram back there, maybe looking for a little more from him in his second year.
The Saints were 5th or 6th in running game. They're really balanced offense. And not only balanced, I think they're going to have one of the stronger downhill running games with Mark Ingram, because they love to be physical. Mm-hmm. Most people think, okay, throwing team, right. But they really like to be physical with the run. Okay. So first, and then the pass part comes off of that.
So we feel very good about the Saints, despite Bounty Gate on offense. So let's flip around and look on defense. Obviously, no more Greg Williams. You bring Steve Spagnuolo over, former head coach of the Rams, but obviously a great defensive coordinator with the Giants before he got the Rams job. What do you expect out of them on the defense?
I just expect them to do a great job. One thing a lot of people don't know, new coordinator comes in, new energy comes in. Mm-hmm. Big thing about having a new defense, though, is just make sure that the system is put in correctly and communication is great, because that's the one thing that can hurt a defense. If you're not communicating correctly and making mental errors and mistakes, that's the thing you got to guard against. So, but I believe with Coach Spagnuolo, who's been through this before, he'll do a great job with that.
Okay, so where do you see record-wise in New Orleans Saints?
I see the Saints as 12-4 record.
And right back in the thick of things.
Right back in the thickest thing in the playoffs.
Trying to get another shot at the Niners, huh?
Trying to get another shot at the Niners.
Absolutely. All right, for Coach Alvin Reynolds, I'm Tom Vandervoort. That's our look at the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for watching.